So she stood up and she walked towards me, and as soon as she walked towards me, I got up and I went to work, and we started fighting. It's your girl Lady from the Grandma. Today I'm back with another motherfucking video. Today this video is gonna be a video that happened like a long time ago, and yeah, my bitches can vouch because they was there. But anywho, so I'm gonna be doing a little story time. And look, I know what y'all thinking. Y'all like, bitch, you stay fighting. The old me. Since then, I ain't been in no fights. I ain't been in nothing. So I'm good. And plus, middle school, I used to fight in middle school because a lot of people didn't like me for some odd reason, and I never knew why. But these hoes would just randomly have an issue with me, and I'd be like, what? But you know, when you a pretty girl, that happened. But them bitches was pretty too. I ain't no hater. I ain't gonna never sit up here and hate on somebody because I don't like them. I'm never gonna call no female ugly if they're not ugly. Now, if you ugly, I'm gonna call you ugly because you ugly. Period. In the story time of when I had gotten a fight in alternative, my auntie could vouch, my cousin could vouch, my ex-boyfriend could vouch, everybody could vouch because they was there, they seen all that happen. And even my homegirl Diamond, she could vouch. Brianna, she could vouch. I'm not even finna keep explaining. I'm not even finna keep going. I'm gonna just tell y'all what happened. So, boom. Let me tell y'all what happened. So I got sent to alternative. At the time I was in alternative, and I had got sent to alternative for, I know y'all gonna be like, what the fuck? But I got sent in alternative for fighting because people just always used to like mess with me for no reason. They would have issues with me for no reason. So anyways, I got sent to alternative for fighting, and you know, I was cool with this one girl. We're gonna call her Lala. No, we're gonna call her Rara because she likes talking that Rara shit. We gonna call her Rara. So boom, I was cool with, it was a little group. Like when I first got enrolled, and I already knew her because I used to go to this one girl house. I already knew Rara. Me and Rara was cool at some point, and we used to link up at this one girl house that I was cool with. We gonna call her Trash because she just trash as hell. So we can call her Trash. So we would link and we would go to Trash house or whatever, and we was all cool or whatever. And that's how I met Rara, through Trash, you know, because I was cool with Trash at first, and then Rara happened to be there. That's what happened. Rara happened to be there, and then we all just became cool, and we all took pictures together and all, you know, like we was cool, and like we would just talk to each other, we would text and all, like we was just cool. Like I don't know where this went wrong, like anyways. So Trash was talking to this one boy, and we gonna call him Weasel because he looked like a weasel. We gonna call him Weasel. Trash was talking to Weasel. So her Trash and Weasel was a thing. They kind of was the thing, but kind of wasn't. And Weasel was my best friend, and Weasel is not my best friend no more, by the way. But Weasel, yeah. So Weasel and Trash, they was kind of talking a little bit, but Rara didn't know. So it will be times when Rara gone and Trash and Weasel talking to each other, and they would be on the phone. Mind you, Weasel was not messing with Rara, but anywho, so they would be talking or whatever. And one day, Weasel had asked for Trash password, and she was like, and Trash is actually trash, like, oh my gosh, that girl's so nasty. But Trash was like, she put him on me. She's like, girl, he's trying to ask for my password, I want to get him my password or whatever. I was like, oh my god, girl, I don't know what to do. That ain't my business. I'm not in your business. I won't do that. They had got into it or whatever, and then they stopped fucking with each other. They was done. So they would still be cool, but we will all link at Trash house because Trash lived with her dad, and the dad he don't have no voice. He don't know how to speak up for himself. He let everything go just how it go. So I'm just like, all right, well, we just do whatever in the house, you know, like. But so tell me why Rara and Weasel start talking after they got done with Trash. Let me tell y'all how that happened. So I go home or whatever. Weasel on FaceTime me because, mind you, he was my best friend. And he was talking to me, and he was like, but I'm trying to be with you. No, we're not doing that. No. I said, you just got out of a relationship, and you trying to talk to me, plus we supposed to be best friends, and I don't do that. I don't roll like that. I don't do that. And, you know, the whole time he was flirting with me, calling me fine, all this stuff, and I was just like, Weasel, I'm not fucking with it. Like, I'm not fucking with the vibe. I don't like it. Stop. But, you know, you know how dudes is. They gonna be dudes. So, you know, he kept going, and I would just keep curving him and putting him in a friend zone. So eventually he got tired of that friend zone stuff. He was like, and then he thought, I don't know if he was trying to make me jealous on the phone. He thought I was gonna get jealous or something. But he was like, should I fuck with Rara? And I was like, if you want to, yeah, but you know, Trash and her friends. He was like, yeah, I know. I was like, okay, well, do what you gotta do for your move, play. That's what you wanna do, to go ahead. So they started talking or whatever, and they get together. When I say they get together, they was in love with each other, but they was barely together. Like, they was barely together. Rara, okay, so fast forward, I get sent to alternative school or whatever, and mind you, Rara and Weasel is together. But I think before me and Weasel became best friends, me and Rara was close, but when we became best friends, it was an issue. But I was like, I don't know how it was an issue if I was his best friend before y'all were even talking. But, you know, people are weird. I don't know how that worked. But anyways, they was a thing or whatever. Like, he would go to her house, and they would just do what they do or whatever. And she would come to class, and she would be like, I don't know if she was trying to rub it in my face or something, but I didn't feel no type of way because I didn't look at him like that. Like, whole time he was trying to get at me, and I was like, I don't want to fuck with you, so I don't get what you're trying to do. But I'm not the type to tell nobody that whatever me and his conversation was to stay between us. But now it's between my subscribers because it's years old, and they no longer follow me. So, okay. Anywho, back to what I was saying. So, I guess she felt some type of way because we was best friends or whatever, but he made it clear that she was my best friend before you. She's not gonna go nowhere. So I was like, I can't control what he said, but you heard him. I mean, because, you know, although he was getting on my nerves, but he was still cool people, and I looked at him as a best friend. Like, I held that title. So what she would do, she was trying to break up our friendship or whatever. And so one time she mentioned, she was like, he don't even claim you as his best friend. I was just like, oh, for real? And you know me, I'm thinking me and her cool too, so I was like, oh, damn, that's crazy. But, you know, I'm not really caring because it's not like me and him together. So I texted her, I said, you know, your girl said you don't even claim me as your best friend, so if that's the case, you don't have to keep smiling in my face. You don't gotta be best friends no more. And they got into it because, I guess they got into it for some reason. That's what he told me, they got into it. So I guess I missed one day of alternative school or whatever, and they was like, Rara was like, I guess she was telling this one boy stuff about me, and this boy, I known him since elementary, but he was telling this one boy stuff about me, but we was all cool. It was just only me and her that had an issue, but I didn't really have an issue, she did. So what's the name? Old boy, we're gonna call him old boy, the dude she was talking about to me. They was close or whatever. They was best friends, yeah. And she told old boy stuff about me, like, just was calling me, I don't like that bitch, this and this and that. I was like, what? Where that came from? And so I guess she missed, like, the day I came, she missed that day. So he was telling me, and so he was telling me or whatever, and then I was like, all right, bet. So I texted him and I said, because I wanted to get it on, because I didn't want to make it seem like I was making some stuff up on some delusional stuff because she was with Weasel looking ass. But I was just like, if that's true, then you can say it through a text message. I could screenshot, show it to her, and see what the issue is. So I was like, what was that? Question mark. He left me on red. I put a question mark again because I said, no, you gonna tell me what was said about me, because I want to know what the issue is. So he told me, I screenshot and I sent it to her, and I was like, was you talking about me? Like, is this true? Because if me and you supposed to be cool, I'm not finna sit up here, you're not finna sit up here and keep smiling in my face. Like, if you don't like me, that's something you should have been told me. You're not gonna keep smiling in my face, so let me know, or whatever. Like, let me know. So she was like, girl, get the fuck. If I have screenshots, I'm gonna put them up here, but I think I do. I have the screenshots. Well, I don't know. If I have screenshots, I'll put them in this video somewhere. But if not, then next thing you know, she was like, girl, get the fuck. Like, she started talking mad shit right off the rip. I said, so it was some undercover animosity towards me, because all this stuff you saying, you going hard with me, you supposed to be cool, and you be smiling in my face. I don't like that two-faced ass shit. No. So she kept talking. She was like, girl, like, get the fuck, da 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 da. I'll fight you. I didn't even know we were mentioning fighting. I didn't mention fighting because me and you was once upon a time cool. So I don't want to be one of them goofy females that fight somebody that they used to be cool with and be friends again. So I was like, no. So I was thinking, like, if we fight, I'm not gonna be cool with her no more, because I don't fuck with that. Like, clearly you never liked me from the beginning. Like, we was never cool from the beginning if you felt that way. So next thing you know, she's like, girl, this and this and that, and just going off or whatever. And I was like, girl, so, and you talking about you want to fight me. So I was like, okay, well, what you trying to do? You want to fight, right? And she was like, yeah, I want to fight. I said, well, we could fight in my neighborhood, because Trash used to live in my neighborhood. Her and Trash was real close. Like, she would be there almost every weekend. So I was like, we could fight Friday over there at Trash House, like in front of the yard or anywhere. She was like, no, I'm fighting you tomorrow at Alternative. I was like, what you want to fight in Alternative for? Like, we're already in Alternative for fighting. So what are we going to go to Alternative for? I said, no, we're going to fight. I said, no, we're going to fight in front of Trash House. Or we can fight in the neighborhood somewhere. I'm not gonna fight you in no damn Alternative school. Like, bitch, we already here. What the fuck? The fuck? No, I'm not gonna do all that extra shit. That shit extra as hell. But if you put your hands on me, I'm gonna beat the fuck at you. So she was like, nope, I'm fighting you tomorrow. I'm fighting you tomorrow. And I was like, girl, what you want to fight tomorrow? You want to fight tomorrow because you know it's going to get broken up, or something's going to happen before we even fight. You want all that attention for what? No. I said, you want all that attention when we could just fight and we could front your move at Trash House, and you want to do that? No, I don't like that. But she made it clear that she was fighting me tomorrow. I was like, we could fight at Trash House. I kept saying, no, we're going to fight at her house where nobody could break it up. But she's like, no, we're fighting at school, in Alternative school. And I was like, do what you gotta do. But like I said, if I prefer to fight you at her house, then I'm, you know, I'll fuck some shit up. But anywho, so she kept going or whatever. So the next day come, and I'm walking in Alternative. In Alternative, you come from the back door. You gotta go through the metal detector. Then they gotta check everything. You gotta take your shoes off and your socks off, and you know, they gotta check you. So I go in, check, and then that's when one of my homegirls was like, I heard it's gonna be a fight today. And I feel like they was trying to be funny, but they was cool with both of us. But I just feel like if we finna have something going on, and that ain't nobody's business. You my business, don't do that. But I can't stop nobody from running their mouth. So I looked and I was like, for real? They was like, girl, you playing dumb. And I was like, what? You know, but I was playing dumb because I didn't want no teachers, you know. So I was like, I don't know. I guess it is, because that's what she said. I mean, she clearly told y'all. I didn't tell nobody, but she clearly told y'all. And so my teacher, she pulled me to the side. She said, it's not gonna be a fight today. I'm not even gonna let that happen. I don't want you. All right, bruh. Anyways, so next thing you know, I'm just like, next thing you know, I go to class or whatever. I go to my Spanish class, and my sister Crystal was in there, and Crystal was like, I don't like that bitch, because she already didn't like her, so I laced her up, because she was older than me. She was in high school, I was in middle school. So I laced her up. I was like, yeah, me and her supposed to be fighting, I guess, because that's what, because everybody knew, but except her. So I told her, she was like, you gotta beat that hoe up, because I don't like her, and I want to fight her friend, because me and her friend got an issue, and she tried to talk mess, all this stuff, her personal issue. I was just like, damn, all right. Next thing you know, I was like, I go to the next class, and the hallway was deep. Like, we were supposed to be walking in line. Everybody not even walking in line. So I guess everybody knew what was up. And so I was like, oh my God, like, I don't like when people in my business. Don't do that. So I go to class, and then the next thing you know, she walk in class. I'm sitting in the back because I don't want nobody to run up on me from behind. Experiences. I'm over there sitting, and it was me and my homegirl Diamond. We was sitting or whatever, and she was like, and then whatchamacallit? What's her name again? Rara gonna come in, and she was just being messy, telling the whole class, like, but she was whispering in their ear. I'm just sitting here like, girl, what? But she was whispering in people's ear and mumbling or whatever. And then she sit down and she was like, I hate when people say they're gonna do something. Like, she made this slick comment. She go, I hate when people say they're gonna do something and they don't do it. I knew that was towards me. I said, girl, you the one who said you was finna front your move. I'm right here. Like, we started arguing. And she was like, so she stood up and she walked towards me. And as soon as she walked towards me, I got up and I went to work. And we started fighting. And so afterwards, they was breaking it up or whatever. And I had her. I was grabbing her. She was like, let me go, let me go. Let my hair go. And I was like, no, I'm not letting it go. Everybody was like, come on, let it go, come on. It's done, it's over with. And I just kept hollering and I kept going. And you know, they broke it. And then I was just going off. I started going off. I don't know. After that fight, I started going off. And I started being like, bitch, I'm gonna beat your asshole. That's why I beat you up. You know, after I fight. So that's what I did. I was like, so you know, I started going off or whatever. And then they broke the fight up or whatever. And it was like, what happened? What happened? I was like, she said she's gonna find me in alternative school. So they looked at the camera. They was like, well, whoever swung first or provoked the fight first is gonna go to boot camp. And I'm like, oh my God, I hope I didn't swing first, because I really didn't remember. All I remember was me and her arguing, and she walked towards me. I got up and started swinging. So I was like, please don't let it be me. But they seen her in the cameras, because the cameras that had on audio, but they seen her going around the class whispering, like provoking me while I was sitting down chilling in the back. So she the one who went to boot camp, because people was like, oh, Lonnie got beat up. Lonnie got beat up because she went to boot camp. And it be people that wasn't even in the classroom or whatever. And yeah, they wasn't in the classroom, and they would be like, oh, Lonnie got beat up because Rara went to boot camp. That's not how it works. It's whoever provokes the fight. That's what happened. But yeah, still to this day, she don't like me. She still talks about me. So yeah, and if she see this video and she's gonna feel some type of way about it, she's gonna start something with me, and we might fight. I'll give y'all story time about that too, the follow-ups on how this goes. But if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, comment for more videos, and yeah, follow me on my social medias in the description box. And yeah, I'll be right with y'all. Thank you for watching. Bye.